Riverstones Grow Plants by Richard Campbell from either Ashland Ace or Barnes & Noble. Then get your supplies from the hardware store. You will read how to assemble indoor gravel gardens, eating fresh microgreens and sprouts in just 10 days. Time to have your own produce section at home to add daily fresh nutrition to your salads, sandwiches, soups, and smoothies. Harvest, eat, and repeat, and grow fresh produce for decades at home, indoors, or outdoors. Get the book, Riverstones Grow Plants, from Ashland Ace Hardware or Barnes & Noble. Grow in peace as rock is the new green in 2018.
Yeah, my God is awesome. Listen, today I am forgiven. His grace is why I'm living. Somebody ought to praise his holy name. Come on, you say, my God. Come on, awesome. Awesome. My God. Come on, look back over your life and see where the Lord has brought you from. Awesome. Let's talk about why he's awesome. You say, he's mighty. He's mighty. He's mighty. He's mighty. He's mighty. Awesome. Somebody ought to lift your voice and celebrate. If you know he's been good, you say, he's holy. He's holy. He's holy. He's holy. He's holy. Awesome. Somebody ought to lift your voice and testify. If you know he's been good, you say, he's great. He's great. He's great.
Deliverer. All right. Hello, Richmond. Hello, world. You're tuned in to the Ricky Rocks Talk Show. And I'd like to say have a good Friday. Happy Friday, July 20th. It's the Ricky Rock Talk Show. This show, we talk about growing plants and rocks. You just heard one of our rockin' tunes we like to share. We are on a gospel urban format radio station, so we like to make sure we mix up a little gospel fusion on Fridays to make sure you have a good start to your weekend. Right there, you heard one of our original mixes, mixing up a little Follow Me and Hezekiah Walker. On today's show of the Ricky Rocks Talk Show, we're going to talk about what just happened in Atlanta, in Fulton County. They took me down there on when did I go there? It was last Sunday, midnight. I had to drive down from Washington. First, I had to go to Nashville, Tennessee, where I had the opportunity to attend the National Association of Counties Conference in Nashville. Now, surprisingly, along the way, I was also able to stop at the original Gravel Gardens in Nashville, Tennessee. And boy, we got a lot to talk about there. We went to the conference. We got to talk about that too. And then we also ended up going down to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, in Atlanta, we were there installing our gravel gardening exhibits, if you will, for the public. We're in 3 locations, as I think we've shared on prior shows. The Wolf Creek Library, the Bowden Senior Center, and then the Oak Hill Community Health Center. So we were able to set up indoor and outdoor gravel gardens. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too. And then what that all means now for going forward. So let's take a little step back, and get right back into it. So starting off about these gardens in Nashville, Tennessee. So these gardens are the original gravel gardens that started the whole thing off. I don't know if many of you know the story. Some of you do, some of you don't. But basically, it all started when my uncle dropped a watermelon seed by accident into some rocks, and out came a watermelon. He had fabric under the rocks, and so it was a surprise to see said watermelon. And we came up with the hypothesis at that time that potentially the rocks could be feeding that watermelon, which turned out to be the case, and hence we have geological agriculture. Well, those gardens were created back in 1993, 94, really. And so those are the first gravel gardens. And the thing about gravel gardens is once you set them up, even back then, they produce for you over and over again, year after year. So these gardens there in Nashville, you know, you're looking at 20, 25-year-old gardens because it was at that time that we started creating gravel gardens. And so we had all types of zinnias. Oh, no, he had really everything. He had all the herbs. All you herb people, you know, I've had challenges with my gravel gardens with the herbs, but this one there had the spearmint, the chocolate mint, the peppermint, the oregano, the sage. I mean, the entire spice continuum was right there. Most of it was about thigh high, 2 or 3 feet high, bushy. So very strong gravel gardens there in Nashville. And that's a good assessment of what we all have to look forward to because, now as, we begin to slowly get into this gravel gardening paradigm, you get your 1 season, 2 seasons, into it. But in the future, after you've established one, since they last you a lifetime and they appreciate every year, the crops you grow tomorrow in gravel are always stronger than the crops you grow today in gravel, which is already stronger than what you can grow in soil. And so that's a tidbit about that and these gravel gardens in Nashville. They grow in different rock, by the way. I think you hear us talk about different rock type. The rock type I use is beige. The rock type that is used in Nashville, Tennessee is brown because it comes from the Tennessee River, which is a brown colored type of river rock, whereas what I use coming from the Susquehanna River is a beige color rock. Now we're going to switch to our caller from Atlanta to tell us all these exciting things that we have going on. So who do we have on the line? Tell us who you are, where you're calling from, and what's going on with the rocks in Atlanta.
Hey, this is Brother Jabari Ashford over here at the HJC Bowden Senior Multipurpose Facility. How's everything going today, brother? Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thanks for calling into the Ricky Rocks Talk Show. I think we met last week, and why don't you tell the listeners what's going on? I was able to install an indoor gravel display. I think it was about an 8 to 10 foot table, and so pick it up. Tell us what happened then, and what you guys got going on with the geological agriculture down there in Atlanta.
Well, this is actually a wonderful opportunity. Good brother Rich came and showed us how to prepare our cups and to get everything squared away with our sand, the materials that we needed, and this process. Just seeing how simple the process is and how it's so. It's a revolutionary process, and everyone, and I do mean everyone that comes by the table is extremely excited. They're always asking more questions. They're trying to get more knowledge about the process. So when we come back, you're definitely going to have to, it's just going to be a huge crowd of people that's waiting, and rightfully so, because what you showed us, the process, the patience that you took to explain through the process, was really amazing. And we're already seeing sprouts coming out now. So with the lights and the timer set, everything is going just fine. So it gets the proper amount of light, and then the timers, they shut off. So we're already seeing sprouts on the side of our cups right now.
Okay. Oh, so you got some sprouts coming in? Let's see. So how many days would it have been? So I was there installing on, I think we did Monday afternoon.
Yes. So already, like in this short few days, and in a few days' time, we already see sprouts coming. And the microgreens, everything is coming along just fine with the microgreens, the beans. Everything that we planted, we see sprouts coming everywhere.
You see sprouts coming everywhere, and so
everywhere.
Coming everywhere. So tell us about let the listeners, tell us about the people that your center serves, and so that we can understand who the audience is, and tell us some of the crowd reactions.
Okay, well, we have some of the greatest senior citizens in the world. We have a senior citizen facility, and a lot of seniors are definitely involved in growing or have grown vegetables in their lives, and are definitely interested in it. And really, everyone that comes by the table, they're super excited. They're super interested. They're asking all the right questions.
Okay.
And they really can't wait to get started at their home and to get this process started, and also sharing it with their grandchildren. I think this is one of those projects that bridges the gaps with generations. So you have grandparents doing things, and it's just more. It's so much good things that could come out of this process. The geoagriculture process is so powerful, and so it's just an amazing process that everyone connected to it seems to be positively affected by it.
Wow. So you're expecting a good turnout.
Oh, trust me, they are asking every time I see them. It's actually, as I look now from where I stand, and I can still see the display, there are always people standing around the table discussing amongst themselves, smiling, taking pictures. So they're definitely into getting all the information that they can about this process. Okay.
We like to. That's what we like to hear. So it looks like it's going to be a big turnout. And
big
so
turnout.
that's something that we really have to prepare for. Okay, no, that's good stuff. Now, where do you see this going? Where do you see this starting here like this? I know this has all just been introduced to you. You've seen the book. I've not had a chance to really look through it. But where do you see this going?
Well, if I have to be honest with you, Rich, I see this being a revolutionary and growing process that actually can take the world by storm. As I was speaking to our students and everyone interested in this process, what geoagriculture also affords us as a community is an alternative from the grocery stores, the modified food that's really not healthy for us. But to have everyone to grow food, we really don't know what can happen in the world of disasters and things of that nature. So just the fact that we can grow food and have this opportunity to produce food for ourselves, this definitely should be something that, it's going to take the world by storm. It's already taken our center by storm, and the communities and people already speaking about how can they bring this to their church organizations and sororities and frats and things of that nature. People are really looking to take this process, and it's something that really, from all levels, all ages. Someone had their grandkids in here earlier, and the grandchildren were just super excited about the process. So from here, I just see this can just globally take over and be something that changes the way we eat, actually.
Well, you guys are, so this first event is coming up Monday?
Yes, sir.
What time?
We'll
What time?
be
What time are you guys on the docket for?
We're going to be. I know that there's going to be other locations, so I'm gonna have to check my list. But I know we'll be prepared first thing in the morning. We'll be ready. So whenever the crew gets by, we're going to be ready. We're going to have a crowd ready for you all.
Yep. Yeah. I think you are the 3 to 5 slot.
Yes, the 3 to 5 spot.
Okay, so
now.
I build in an hour of time just in case there is interest. And it sounds,
there's going to be interest.
It sounds like there's going to be interest, huh?
Absolutely.
It sounds like it's about to go down there in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Well,
and I can't thank you enough, too. I mean, just, your patience with us and just obviously your love for what you're doing. That obviously makes things easy when you love what you're doing, and to get other people equally as excited about it. I mean, we're thoroughly appreciative, brother.
So now you got me standing here nervous. Like all of these people, the mama and the grandmama and the kids. How many people we talking about? Like, okay, I gotta get my best group voice on. This big large groups here. So we might
megaphone or something.
Yeah, we gotta make sure my audio video is cool, and we got the videos going, and we got enough supplies for everybody.
And books as well. I'm glad you mentioned books because there's a huge interest in the books, so definitely, people are interested in purchasing books, and I definitely want to purchase.
Oh, okay. And to that end, I think you got an email from me about those books.
Exactly.
If you don't have, do you have? I guess you don't have them yet. So feel free to go back to that email and follow the origin person. And say, hey, can I get a time when them books gonna get here because it's going down in Atlanta on Monday, and we can't have nothing. Based on this kind of demand, the books don't show. People all upset, but we got a backup for the books. Don't worry, we got a backup for the books.
Well,
we got a backup. So no, that's some exciting things to hear. Really glad to hear about the things growing, and the people that there who are excited about it. We're going to try to have out there health trucks. I don't know if we're going to be able to swing it by Monday, but we do want some a health screening truck because we're going to ask for volunteers to be health screened weekly. Basically, we're going to baseline, and then after a week of GeoAg foods, and after 2 weeks, and after 3 weeks, and after 4 weeks, we want to test your health statistics every week. So
wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's one of the things we're going to be incorporating into the program. So you let them know down there. You let the people know we're coming. We hope that they will enjoy what we've got to offer. And we are really excited. Now you got me deciding to double up and triple up. Now I got to bring out the extra forces.
You better get ready. I'm telling you.
I see.
They are excited. Everyone's really enthusiastic about it. I mean, you really got us going. I mean, we really appreciate it too.
I guess the rocks have spoken down there at the Bowden Senior Center.
Exactly.
And they speak every day.
Yes,
and let me
see the sprouts.
Let me say this: for once the ones that have broached the surface, break the surface, they're gonna really see some action then.
Oh okay.
Like some of those plants grow an inch a day.
Right.
Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah. So it's designed so that when I come back in the 7th day, the rocks will have spoken what they can do, and I think everyone will be understanding and ready to move forward together. So thank you, Brother Jabari.
Thank you, Brother Rich.
Tell us a website where the consumers can, get information about your center. If some folks got some seniors in Atlanta, they want to go to something awesome, where can they go?
Okay, well, we're located at the HJC Bowden Senior Multipurpose Facility, and we're under the Fulton County banner. So you could go to myfultoncounty.gov, and we can find information on our centers, the programming that we have, because we offer art programming, we have swim classes, we have gymnastics, all sorts of things that we offer, painting, sewing, and things of that nature. So it's just we afford the seniors an opportunity to have life enrichment activities so they can basically improve the quality of their lives as they age.
That is fantastic. And you've heard it out there, everyone, Richmond and the world. Down there in Fulton County, it is going down at the Bowden Center. this
Absolutely.
Monday, 3 p.m. It's going down. The seniors are ready. They're bringing in the grandkids. Thank you for calling in to the Ricky Rocks Talk Show, and we're going to have you back on the show next week or
Anytime,
after
brother.
to tell us how it went. 3, let's
Anytime,
go.
brother. We will thank you. And
All
thank
right.
you very much. You'll have a great day, brother Rich.
Okay, big dog.
Peace.
Take
All
it easy. We're going to get into the next song, you guys. Bring it back to some more, housey musics that we like to mix in. You heard that first one. You heard that first one, and we'll now talk about the next topic. So the next topic on the show is what happened at the Association of Counties. So when we do these conferences, what we're doing is we are trying to meet counties of other counties around the U.S. And so we were just there in the evening and caught a couple sessions, but we were able to meet about 40 people. So it was a good time trying to bring the concepts of geological agriculture to other places, in particular, New Orleans and Mississippi. So it looks like my little southern tour with Atlanta and Nashville, I'm seemingly concentrated to this part of the country, and it looks like New Orleans and Mississippi are 2 up next for what we've got going on. But can we talk a little bit about our caller who just called in? I mean, this guy's got the goosebumps in me. What's going on? I'm like stuttering, like, oh, whoa, all these people. I got to make sure I have enough supplies and gift bags and things and printed materials. And so we're really excited that that is actually happening down there. And so wake up call to Rich Campbell. You better be ready for Monday in Atlanta, because it seems like Atlanta is ready for you. Now we're going to deviate a little bit and to talk about what I've got going on in my own home with gravel. I mean, you should really check out our Instagram, our Facebook, Twitter. I'm not doing Twitter as much anymore. I don't know why. But if you look at the Instagram, you will see our now 8-foot tall cherry tomato plant. This guy is 8 foot tall. And basically, we are tracking it. And it's almost like my cherry tomato plant is going a foot a week, at least 10 inches a week. But it's, and I'm not doing it, watering. I'm traveling too much, But if you actually water these things a lot yourselves, you can get this foot of cherry tomatoes a week like I'm getting. I don't even know how tall this thing's going to go. I'm having to take because it's going up to my second second floor of the house. So I'm going out of the second floor house bathroom window, and I'm creating a hookup there where I can get a string to go right down on top of the plants, so that I can try to give it up to 16 feet of trellis. I'm thinking, because the way gravel works and the way cherry tomatoes respond, they grow into November. It is July, that I am going to be picking cherry tomatoes out of my second floor bathroom window because it's too tall. I'm talking, it could be 15 feet by October. So you want to check that out. Oh, and guess what? Next Wednesday, 10:30, in Washington, D.C., our news station, WTOP. They do all the traffic and weather and 24-hour news for the Washington, D.C. market. They'll be over to check out Mr. Cherry Tomato Army Colony that we have growing. So we're really excited that the news stations are starting to come visit. Oh, wait, another thing happened last week, too. I just forgot. Missed that. Burkina Faso and Angola. Those are 2 African countries that have now joined the fray and looking at gravel closer. And so we're really happy that we've added another 2 African countries to the fray. And that is an exciting time for us and all of us. It's a good thing that this is happening. I'm really happy to see what I heard in Atlanta, the reaction of what's happening when we put a display and let the rocks do the talking. Let that guy, Ricky Rocks, cool it a little bit for the actual rocks. and we see that they do work well. So we know that, we hope that a similar reaction will occur overseas. So we're really, really excited about that. But you should look also on YouTube. YouTube, we have a lot of videos. Basically, we've been posting videos on YouTube since about May. And every week or so, we post a video of our outdoor gravel garden to kind of show what's going on, how it's looking, and the evolution, and we date them. So therefore, you can see our cherry tomatoes come from a 1-footer to an 8-footer. Not 18 yet. Keep our fingers crossed that it gets that high, but it could. It's possible. And so I'm told I've got 1 minute, 30 seconds left to enjoy and talk about the Ricky Rocks Talk Show. So I've got to give it up for the sponsors. Get the book, Riverstones Grow Plants, y'all. It's the book that tells everything you need to know about growing plants and rocks. It tells the story of how it happened, the rationale on why society missed this. How did science miss this? And this guy, Rich Campbell, come and figure this out and then secure 14 patents to it. Like, how did that happen? Get the book, Riverstones Grow Plants, and it tells you basically the story of geological agriculture. And go to our website, www.tosoilless.com. That's TOSOILLESS. 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 That means use less soil, y'all. Okay, that's also on Instagram, ToSoilless, and Facebook, ToSoilless. And we're posting frequently now, especially since the activity in Atlanta is about to get real, real crunk down there. They're getting real, real live with it. And we love them in Atlanta for being a maverick city and a maverick jurisdiction and a maverick board of commissioners, leaders in sustainability. They talk about it. What do? They walk it like they talk it. They walk it like they talk it. So this concludes this episode of the Ricky Rocks Talk Show here on Friday, July 20th. We want you guys to have a good weekend. Go to the beaches. And yes, you can get those rocks out of those beaches only for survival and testing purposes. No commercial stuff. And use them to grow some plants and do special projects at home. My name is Rich Campbell, and we're saying peace on the Ricky Rocks Talk Show. We out, y'all.
What if we told you that you can now go to the hardware store, get a bag of rock, sand, and seeds and eat? What if we told you there was a new science called geological agriculture, the study of growing plants and rocks without soil and fertilizer? Well, these are no longer what-if statements. This is the new reality. Rocks can, in fact, grow plants for you to eat, like broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, wheatgrass, and microgreens, as well as beans, peas, cucumbers, cilantro, tomatoes, tulips, and more. The book, Riverstones Grow Plants by Richard Campbell, shows us how to grow plants and rocks indoors